first grade. It was this boy in my
Chuck.
class.
Chuck.
Oh,
I'm sorry. What? We're gonna do Chuck in 5.
Hold on.
Stop.
When you-
Cut.
When you get to the part of the name, the name.
Okay.
Chuck in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Chuck, man. So the day I started first grade, there was this boy in my class named Chuck, right? Now, Chuck was a big boy. It looked like he'd been in first grade about 2-3 times, man. No, but I'm talking about Chuck been in first grade so long, he had a mustache. No. No, but really. Chuck had been in first grade so long, his voice had changed. Now, I'm serious. His voice had changed. When he would read in class, he sounded like this. Puff, where is you? To which, in a soft and patient voice, my teacher would say, No, Charles, that's Puff, where are you? To which Chuck would reply, I'm sorry, Miss Davis, I got mixed up. Puff, whoa. Okay, Puff, where are you? Chuck was a big old farm boy, and quite often the family farm was more important than Chuck's education. You understand what I'm saying, right? Anyways, getting to and from class, there was this ditch, right? We all had to cross over the ditch. It was filled with muddy water, green slime, mosquitoes, turtles, snakes, God knows what else. Chuck thought it would be amusing to push fellow students into this filthy, disgusting ditch. So every day after school, Chuck would select somebody to push into the ditch. Because he was so big, no one dared to say or do anything about it. But me, I did my best to avoid as much as I could. But one day I heard Chuck and his friends coming behind me. As I got closer, I walked faster. Now I'm ready to run, but too late. They threw me into this ditch. Ooh, they laughed and moved on. As I stood up from the water, my once freshly starched iron clothes soaking wet. My shiny shoes were packed with mud, and then when I got home, my grandmother whooped me for getting my clothes dirty. When my teenage uncle got home, he asked me what happened. I told him Chuck threw me in the ditch. My uncle's 14 years old. He said, man, you don't never let nobody treat you like that, cut. You gonna have to learn how to fight. Next time, if you don't kick Chuck's butt, I'ma kick your butt. Nah, I truly looked up to my uncle. I really did. I was not about to let him down. Now, Chuck had moved on to other prey momentarily. He was pushing male student after male student into the ditch, but Chuck didn't push girls into the ditch like he had some sort of gentleman's code or something. Man, get out of here, bro. Anyway, one day, I hear Chuck and his friends coming up behind me again. Boy, I thought about what my uncle said, so I braced myself, right? Chuck got closer, got ready to push me in the ditch. I turned around, closed my eyes, started swinging. Chuck and his friends started laughing, right? But somehow, some way, one of them swings hit Chuck upside his head. Boop! Then there was silence. Woof. When I opened my eyes, all I see is Chuck's fist coming at me. I went numb. I felt nothing. But then I began to taste blood as it dripped down from my nose, down my upper lip, into my mouth. Then Chuck kept pounding on me. Then he tried to throw me to the ditch. Hold on. I see my uncle cheering for me. I see a crowd starting to build around me. I am not finna go in this ditch. Woo, I swear to him. Woo, woo, woo. With my uncle watching, I fought harder. This time, I kept my eyes open, making sure every punch landing, delivering punch after punch as Chuck delivered punch after punch. Now, I want to tell you that I whooped Chuck's butt, but that would be an outlandish lie, man. You see, as a matter of fact, my uncle had to pull Chuck up off me. He told Chuck to stop, shut up, and go home. He helped me get up off the ground, took my shirt tail, wiped the blood, sweat, and tears off my face, and walking home, my uncle put his arm over my shoulder and started laughing. He said, you got your little butt kicked today, cub, but you know what? You won. I looked up, and he said, you fought back, right? You didn't let him throw you in that ditch, right? Then you won. So, We get home. My uncle weaved this tale about how I, Kola Anthony Scott II, defended myself against a boy twice my size. Woo, my grandparents were so impressed. That day, my grandmother did not want me for getting my clothes dirty. And in that very same day, my grandfather, after a hard day's work, got out of his chair, walked into the kitchen, scooped me a big old bowl of chocolate ice cream, that's my favorite ice cream, and brought it to me. Boy, life was good. Sometimes life can be a little bit like Chuck. No, you know what? Life can be just like Chuck. For nothing else than its own amusement, life will come along and try to throw you into some ditch. And you gotta be ready to fight back. I mean, you may not always win, you may come out with some bumps and bruises, but life demands that you give it all you got, so you better be ready to fight, because if you don't kick life's butt, life gonna kick your butt.